So, good afternoon, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. I'm Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2010 Ford Territory Gear this afternoon. 7-seat wagon. Kick off at the front of the car. You notice front bumper fitted with driving lights, Duco finish in a jet black. Obviously being black, it does show up a few little stone chips across the front of the bonnet and just a couple of minor ones coming around to the front right guard. Is fitted with factory alloy wheels, 18-inch alloys, extremely good tyres as well. Notice the front alloy there unscuffed. Coming down the driver's side, once again being black, a couple of minor little marks cosmetically as well. Side steps are standard being the gear. It is an all-wheel drive as the badging suggests on the right front guard. Do have our indicators in the exterior mirrors as well. As we come down towards the rear, once again notice on the right hand rear alloy wheel unscuffed as well, which is really good to see. Bit of a cobweb there. And as we move around to the rear bumper bar, once again I'll be fairly pedantic, a tiny little mark there, and then another very minor one on the rear bumper bar. It is also fitted with colour-coded reverse sensors, and we do have a reverse camera as well, which we'll go into a little bit more detail about later. But overall the rear of the car presents really well. A couple of minor little scuffs on the rear bumper bar, which you'd expect, consistent with the age of the car. So now we come down the passenger side and a little bit shadier. Once again, a couple of very minor cosmetic blemishes. Left hand rear alloy wheel unmarked, and actually for that matter, even as we do scan all the way down the passenger side, fairly impressive this side of the car. And once again, front left alloy, one very minor little mark just there, which would probably clean off, I would think. Maybe just a bit of lazy detailing really, but overall, I mean, for a jet black exterior wise, in fairly good nick, apart from those few minor little cosmetics that I did pick out. Now under the bonnet, I'm not holding the keys this afternoon, we've got the car running. You wouldn't notice that it's so quiet, just so it's nice and cold when we get inside the car later. Now a few important statistics to look at here. 4-litre 6-cylinder motor, give you 190 kilowatts of power and also push out 380 newton meters of torque. At the same time, 12.9 litres combined per 100 k's. So over 570 k's to a tank of fuel, being a 75 litre fuel tank. So back around at the tailgate now, we can just release the glass window if we want to. Didn't mention it earlier, but no roof mount stoplight in the top of the tailgate. If we want full access to the rear, just pop that window back down and then just release on the door button. And away she goes, lifts up right out of our way. Nice, good height, great clearance. At the moment we've got the full setup, which all 7 seats are set up. In the event that we don't want to use the third row, I'll show you how simple it is just to get rid of it. Simple matter of just popping this little cover up here. We just release our 2 red tabs, slide the seat base back, pop our little cover back down, and just simple matter of releasing on the one handle in the middle. And down she goes. Notice our second row seats are adjustable forward and back, so we've got them a fair way back. That's why it was a little bit harder to get that down into the storage position, but not a lot of SUVs give you that flexibility in the second row seats. So as you can see, when the third row's down, massive storage area. It's really good. It's good. So here we are in the interior of the Ford Territory now, and we'll run through all the features of the car. All of our power window switches on the driver's armrest, bit of a Jesus grip there on the left, that's on the right. Up on top here we've got our controls for our exterior mirrors. Matt's phone's making funny noises. We do have a tilt and reach adjustable steering wheel, auto headlights, so they will turn themselves on at night time. Here's our release for our fuel door, and then also our button for our driving lights down the bottom. We'll lock our steering wheel into position once we're comfortable with it. Just simple push of a lever into position under the steering column. Really simple operation. On our leather wrapped steering wheel, we've got all of our cruise control settings on our right hand side from factory. All of our audio settings on our left. Wipers as standard, just on our left hand side there as well. Now we move into the centre section. We've got a little storage compartment up the top there. Air conditioning vents. We've got the air conditioning running at reasonably high speed, but listen how quiet it is. Really good. But oh, nice and cold too. That's why, because it's 28 outside, so we want to be nice and frosty inside. Here we've got all of our multi-function screen. Gives us our audio, what station we're on, range to empty, dual zone climate control settings telling us exactly what it's doing at the moment. Down below, presets for our radio stations, then the main control centre for our audio. 6-stack in-dash CD, premium sound system, and does have Bluetooth as well. And as I mentioned below, dual zone climate control air conditioning. So all of our buttons there. Basically we've got it set to low, as cold as we can get it. Just hit your auto button when you hop in and away you go. Manual button to turn off traction control. Manual button to lock and unlock doors. Interior lights and trip button. Feeds us all our information up on our little screen there. Just giving us average speed, average consumption, distance to empty, and so on. Bluetooth, as I mentioned, 12-volt power outlet there. Little storage compartment here, quite deep, and then a bigger, deeper one under there as well. Being the all-wheel drive, it is a 6-speed sequential automatic, so we can drive it as normal drive, or we can drive it in performance mode or sports mode, whatever you prefer to call it. Enables us to change through the gears by the stick. Leather wrapped stick too. Handbrake just to our right hand side. Cup holders as standard. Really large storage area in the middle there. Whoopsie. And this is our control for our DVD player, which Matt will scan to the DVD as we speak. Simple matter of just popping our button there. A really high clarity screen in the DVD player. Being an Alpine DVD, super quality. Also important, while we're having a chat about the interior, we do have front and curtain airbags in this particular territory, so passenger safety important as well. So no. Also being the gear, full leather interior, so leather seats, front seats, second row seats, third row seats, full leather throughout. So a bit of a luxury to go with the performance. Now, the other important thing to note with this particular model, it's only done 72,000 kilometres, so really good mileage, and cracker set of service books too. So every service stamped from new at the intervals that are required, every 15,000, and we've gone to the extent of doing an intermediate service at 72, only 5,000 Ks after the last Ford service. So that's outstanding service history. So just as we move the car back into position now, very important that I touched on the fact, reverse camera, which we mentioned earlier, and have a look. Even though we've got the sun beaming onto the back of this car, being late afternoon, you can still have really good clarity there. Have a look at that picture behind you. Safe. So in summary, classic example of a 2010 Ford Territory Gear, all-wheel drive, 7-seat wagon, near new tyres, unmarked alloys, roof mount DVD player, front and curtain airbags, 12.9 litres per 100 Ks, 190 kilowatts, 383 Newton metres of torque. Stacks of reasons to like this car. Hello to the train. So if you've got any further questions, feel free to give us a ring, 9907 0555. Thanks.